Milla is pretty good at pointing.
She says.
So she says.
And now I'm making a mincemeat out of it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I do banana with it, you don't do one. I'm going to praise and say that's my wife. She's the one who does it.
Go! Come here!
Okay, everybody. A bird's eye view this afternoon. All the fellas are over there washing up, and we're filling up the water for tomorrow. Make sure we've got enough. We've got a very shallow well. When I mean shallow, that means there ain't much water in it. It's I tried to pull a little bit out this afternoon. I got about 1,000 liters this morning, but couldn't get any more this afternoon. So we're gonna have to get a borehole dropped in here quite quickly. Within the next couple of days, they're gonna come up here. As soon as I find out what the price is and we agree on it, they'll get up here, drop it down there, hook it up into the tank, and we'll start pouring water in from 120 feet instead of 15 feet. So that will be certainly better. That's the long term anyway on this house, is to be run by the borehole. So Miss Milla in there with her brother Cecil, who is the chief of all the workers here. So I'm the boss, but he's the chief. Yeah, so that's the way it rolls. But it's actually looking quite good here. Hopefully the wind isn't too terribly bad. It is quite breezy out here this afternoon. If it is, I will have to reshoot this video, but this is what it's looking like. They've got all the pillars up to 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And they're working on the 9 in the middle, starting in the bathroom kitchen area and working down underneath the master bathroom over there. So once we get all those done, we will work outside here to these outside under the veranda. And then we'll go on the other side. There's one just over here, right down on this side, underneath the veranda. And the rest of them are on the beam out in front. So that is about as much information as I have for you today. It's looking pretty good. The footprint on the house is what I expected. And I'm sure once the veranda starts getting on both sides, it's going to open up this house into almost a square on the top. Miss Milla, say hello. I'm getting kisses thrown. That's a good thing. All right. You done your pointing? You finished your pointing?
I finished my pointing, yes.
All right. Okay. It's looking pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah. You should get the vantage point up here. Climb up here. It's actually quite good. I'm gonna have Miss Milla climb up here. This is the step on the rock. There she goes. Not bad for a 59-and-a-half-year-old geriatric. That's pretty good. Oh, see? This is what I got.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, I
You
get
want
the
a
same
slap.
thing. I get the same thing, trust
No,
me.
you need a slap.
Payback's are a bitch. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's obviously a bit windy here, so
And it's cool.
sorry
now.
about the wind noise if you're actually getting wind
But
noise.
it's lovely and cool.
Lovely and cool. So for all of us here at the Dana Manor Off-Grid channel, it's always good to have you, and we'll see you on other videos
And the
real soon.
guys over there are all cleaning, washing everything, and we're getting ready to go home.
Got them all on.
Yeah.
Filmed them a
To
little
be
bit.
honest, without them, I don't think we would have got anywhere. We would
Yeah.
have been still digging away if we had to do it ourselves.
Yeah. If I would have survived,
Yeah.
it would have taken me home to England in a body bag. It is just very unforgiving terrain.
And anyway, they wouldn't have let us.
Yeah,
they,
that's
they
true.
would not have allowed
That's a good
us
point.
to do it.
So there is the, Miss Milla gonna get down here. Let's see how she gets down. Careful your ankles. There you go. We've been busy today. It's been a lovely day today. Started off a bit cloudy and the sun came out. It's nice out here right now. It's about 5 o'clock. And the guys have been busy on the floor pillars, the floor joist pillars, and they're looking pretty good. and they got pretty much all of them done on the second row except for one, because I pulled them off of it this afternoon, late this afternoon, to do some of the blocking on this. And we were minus a little bit of the steel nails. We had regular tin nails, and we had to hammer into the concrete between the blocks to hold these this plywood in there, and it's requiring some heavy bracing because concrete is some heavy stuff. Tomorrow we'll take the boxes off and let it cure a bit more. I'm going to step on down here if I can do it without killing myself. Okay, it's a bit climbing up on the blocks that are standing over here. So there you go. There it is. There's the corner. So that's looking pretty good. They've got it all filled, and show you what we've done over here. We've got it all braced up. Sorry for a little bit of the jump on this video. There you go. There's the second one. Again with the rebar coming up to rise to the second floor. So that will be what it looks like all the way around as we go. I'm going to get some steel wheel nails down in McKinney tomorrow. We've got to fill up the car. The petrol situation here is a bit sketchy, and we need to definitely get the jerry cans and everything filled up so that we have enough petrol to run the generators for the water pump. So that is what is going on. The fellas are cleaning up. They always do a good job of doing that, looking after all the tools, making sure that things are clean. There's Abu, has been working hard today. Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Craig here, as always, here at the Demo Manor House Off-Grid channel here on YouTube. It's always great to have you. So a little bit of updates on things that are going on around the property. It's actually quite a cool thing here in West Africa. The fellas that all come here and work on this property, there's about 15 of them. And you know, it's hot, it's sweaty, they get dirty, they get grimy, and what we're going to do is place a 55-gallon blue drum. That's like the drums that are over there, right over there. We're going to take one of those and actually place it in this little shower area that we've had we built midweek. So nice old country palm there. Those are the natural palms that grow here at Sierra Leone. And this is the shower. So it's got palm fronds around it, and it's made of bamboo, which is quite cool. So the blue tub will actually go in here. This nice door here that they made out of the concrete bag. So these are actually quite tough things, and it just creates some nice privacy. But it's actually quite a nicely put together thing. So this is what it looks like. We had these blocks for the Milla tank down in the on the other side of the property, and it's nice because the palm is hanging right over the top of the shower. It's very tropical in here. We took the larger 3/4-inch stone and placed it all the way around so that the dirt wouldn't fly up when the water gets splashing and everything. But we had these blocks left over, and we said, well, how are we gonna, let's give them something to stand on. And I'll even use this shower, to tell you the truth. We do not have running water here, so we do pour buckets of water over our head and over our bodies here, because there's no running water on the site. The house will actually have it eventually when we get everything up and running. And you can see the house on where the proximity is. It's just behind the store area. And you can see the house right off there in the center. So this will stay up for about a year and a half. And then after the store comes down, then we'll probably wind up taking this down. It is a temporary shelter, but it's actually quite a cool thing. I just thought whoops, sorry for the finger. I don't know where my little selfie stick is. I'm gonna have to find that. It took a walk on me. I know I've got it. But yeah, so we'll put a blue bucket probably right over here in this area here. And it's a 55-gallon drum. We'll just keep it filled. The hose is not far from here. The hose is just around the corner, around the store right there. So we could pull the hose around and actually fill up all this bucket. There's a toilet right back there. It's a nice big 15-foot hole there. That's a massively deep hole there. And anybody that needs to use the lavatory, they can go do it there. We spray carbolic over the inside it, just to kill all the stuff that tends to germinate in there. It gets some flies and things like that. But it's like creosote, and we use it straight, so it's more or less over in the corner, and it will not harm sort of anything that's going on there. But every day that we need water up on top of the site, we have to walk down here. I'm walking down the hill, and it's a bit treacherous, but there you go. Like always, we leave the top a little bit off the tank just because it gets so hot here, and it's got to go someplace. I just don't want too much pressure actually building up in there. But this little thing is the security on the Stuart Turner pump. So the guys came out here yesterday, sorry about the jump, it's a bit uneven, and dug this out around the tank, and it actually comes down onto the access road. Yeah. So this is one of the boxes off the front pillar that we are going to do next week. So this was a perfect size to actually put this cage, which is going to house the pump. So the pump actually comes in over here, and the motor is going to sit here, and then this pipe actually comes in right through over here. So it's quite cool. I gave this fella a drawing of what I wanted, and this is what he did. We supplied all this bar to him, but he's a welder and sort of a sculpture artist. And this is an old drum that they flattened out and straightened out. I actually like the rough nature of it. I like the sort of chipped off paint and all that stuff, and you can see the weld marks on it. It's actually quite cool. It's got a lot of character to it. So no one can actually come in here and really mess with this. The only thing that they could do, well, they actually can't do anything unless they cut the pipes for whatever reason. I don't know why they would want to do that, but it is what it is. But we have to keep on taking this pump on and off, on and off. So this right here, right in this area here, was the level area, and that was a solid block just like these down in here. Those are solid concrete blocks. So we left that there and actually came in and actually placed this in the concrete. So it's actually quite thick. It's about 7-8 inches thick, and it's at the right level, so when we come in here and put the motor in here, that it's going to fit. And at night, or whenever the thing is in here, this will come across there, and we will put a lock right through here. You can see it, put a lock right through there. So it's actually caged in, and no one will come and confiscate this very expensive piece of kit. It's not a cheap thing, and it does a really good job of pulling water up there. So it's actually not bad, not a bad job. You notice I did write Demo Manor House in the top of the concrete, just for a bit of fun. Yeah, but there it is. Yeah, I thought you would be interested in seeing that. It's a chore and a half. We have to go all the way down to the well and drop that in there when we want to pull water too. And we're finding, I've got a way that we can actually secure that, and the fella is actually doing it now. And when we actually have it on there, I will show it to you. So this is actually quite a steep thing. We have to walk up this. I'm going to see whether we could put some stairs there, some concrete stairs to come down. And right in this area here, you can see this big square area all the way around it. It's about 3 feet down. We're going to come in and place block up about 4 or 5 feet above. So it's going to come up around here, and so all this on the rainy season, when it starts raining, at this cascades down here, and it hits this wall, this very thick double wall, and we'll actually go around it. Every day is different here in Camabai, and yeah, it's just the way it is. So that is about it. I'm going to leave this video now. So for all of us here at the Demo Mana Off-Grid House channel, we appreciate you being with us, and we will talk to you in other videos real soon. So see ya. Bye for now.